everyone, Sophia here. Welcome back to my Etsy shop, Frenchy and Tubby. I have 7 items to showcase for you today. They are going to be live in the shop, in my vintage shop, tomorrow, Friday, October 25th at 5 p.m. Before I start, I want to thank everybody for your support over the past year. I've rebooted the shop exactly 1 year ago, and it has been thriving ever since, and it's all thanks to you and other people who discover my shop through regular browsing, but mostly thanks to you for purchasing items that I showcase. And you are supporting the shop, you're supporting my small business, and you are absolutely 100% getting me closer to my big dream of having my own booth one day. When I retire, 14 more years to go. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I love talking with you. I love your messages. I love your reviews. And every time somebody reviews, I try to reply to it. I may miss one here and there because, you know, I'm busy. No excuse. No excuse. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for making my dream come true. Let's get started. I'm going to do a switcheroo today. The item in the thumbnail is not going to be the first one. I will put it last because it's huge. It's huge in size and it's huge in terms of what it is. So let's start with cute and Christmas. There's going to be more Christmas things coming up in the shop because the holidays are coming, and I know that some people like to decorate with vintage items for the Christmas. I think there's always going to be a demand for vintage things for Christmas because some people just want to remember Christmas the way it used to be when they were kids. This, you probably recognize it. This is mine. I'm actually selling it. It's a big deal, okay? It's a big deal for me to finally sell one of my Christmas items. Look, a lot of people have asked me, if you ever let it go, can you put it in your Etsy shop because I want it? Or asked me, do I ever plan on selling it? At the time, I probably said, not right now. And then I was doing some cleaning the other day as part of my sewing room redesign, and I was like, you know what? I think it's time to let it go. So what is this? It's a cookie jar, and I got it literally 22 years ago. So is it vintage? I don't know. I think it's going to make it to 25. But I got it in 2002. I can't remember the name. I think it's Midwestern something. I'm putting it right here as usual. And it's been a Christmas companion for years. Some years I put it up. Some years I don't. So I'm not 100% attached to it, and I think that somebody probably would give it more love than I have over the years. So let me give you close-ups because he's absolutely darling. Cookie jar. Look at the little blush right here. He's cold, okay? And high gloss. He's in perfect condition. I've been taking care of it. It has absolutely no chip, no crazing, nothing. Not even a flea bite. He's in brand new almost condition for something that I've been pulling out of boxes for 22 years. Amazing, right? And the hat comes off, and it's a cookie jar. Obviously for not a lot of cookies or Hershey Kisses or very small cookies. I think he's darling. The snow, the smile. He's just a friendly, frosty, the snowman. So that's my cookie jar. If you've watched the channel for a long time, you've probably seen him in my Christmas videos here and there. I used to have the mug that matched it, and I broke the mug. And then I had another mug that was a penguin that also broke. So I've replaced those with vintage Santa mugs, if you remember. And this guy is now looking for adoption. So there you go. You could have a piece of Sophia this Christmas. Okay, when I come back, we're going back into regular vintage items. These two, so I cleaned them up last night. They are silver plated, and I've had them in the shop for a long time, but because I needed to clean them, and I tend to rush when I do those videos because, you know, I got other things to do. I always said like, oh, I have to clean them first. So I kind of procrastinated, except that I had time yesterday, so I actually did it. these. So they are tapered and pillar candle holders, and they are by Pottery Barn. They both have the little Pottery Barn sticker underneath. They are silver plated. They're very heavy, so I'm not sure what kind of metal it is. It might be steel, but it's very heavy. So they are very stable if they are heavy. You can use them, again, either as a tapered candle, and then you can put like a little crown of flowers. You know, they sell those, right? Decorations for candles. Or you can put a pillar. So let me see if I take this, for instance. That's what it would look like, you know, with a pillar. By the way, this is a set that's coming up soon. So they're perfect for the holidays. They're two different sizes. There's one taller than the other, about 1.5 inches or so. And I cleaned them up, probably not 100% perfect, so you may have to, you know, polish up a little bit more. But the pattern is called Twisted Rope, and I don't know if they still make it, but they had a whole series of those. They had shorter ones, they had the ones that were just for pillar, they had the ones that were just for tapered. This is like the premium version of it that has both, and in tall and medium size. I think they're really cool, beautiful for the holidays. You can use them as a centerpiece, put them on a mantle, side table. Again, you can add decorations to it. And if you want to, you can even use them to prop something. I've seen people use tall pillar candles, holders like this, and added a plate to them. Whether you want to glue it permanently or temporary, it's up to you. And then they put stuff on it for decoration. So there's plenty of things you can do with these. You don't have to be stuck with just candles. They're really pretty. I like them. Classic look, Pottery Barn. When I come back, pottery. So a couple of weeks ago, I went to Goodwill and found quite a lot of pottery by a potter named A. And I still haven't figured out who A is. If it's a he or she, I have one left, and then I have two that I've sold 2 weeks ago. I here have 3 more, and I'm going to sell them as a set. 3 more by the same potter. And it's these right here. And these are actually a little bit different. They're more of the Asian style teacup, meaning that they don't have a handle. They're more like a glass. They are fabulous. They're a little bit different. Well, 2 of them are kind of similar and one is totally different. So I'm going to start with this one. This is really nice. So it's a very large teacup. It has this satin finish right here with indentation and kind of like stripes. See that? Nice little foot, very stable. The beauty of it is in the glaze. So it has a drip glaze that's green on the outer rim, but the inside, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Let me move the camera and give you some light. You'll have to go on the web page to see the pictures, because I don't know if it shows, but the inside is blue. Green, blue, brown. It's a gorgeous cup. I really like this. It's large, so it's got a good grip on it. It's perfect for tea, coffee, hot chocolate, or if you want to use it to corral pens on a desk. And then the other 2 are almost similar but different glazes. It's these 2 right here. So the first one is this mustardish kind of color with a speckle, and you can see the stripes, right? And it has these stripes on the side that are kind of Art Deco. Here's the stamp that says A on it. And the inside is pretty much the same. Has a little bit of distress here, different glazes. I really like this one too. And this one has a little bit of indentations here. You see that, right? So it's easier to carry. And then the other one, the third one, and again, I'm selling all 3 together as a lot, is this one. And that one I call milky brown because of the glaze. It almost looks like frothy milk. And it's almost a similar pattern with those Art Deco-ish stripes. And it has, let me find it, it has the A stamp right here. But this one has something different right here, and I hope you can see it. It's like a mandala at the bottom. This is really neat. They are super cool. This one is just slightly shorter than the other. I don't know if you can tell. I really like those. So you can group them or you can use them separately. And I think that on a desk, just to corral pens, different pens, if you're an artist and you have, I don't know, alcohol, acrylic, different types of markers, that would be perfect. They're really nice. Whoever is this potter does a really good job. My favorite is this one. So we're gonna stay in pottery, and I have this one which you saw me pick when I was doing the garage sales. This is a butter dish, a French butter dish, and his name is James. It's signed Jim at the bottom, and it's brand new. It still has the little explanations on how you use it, and you can check him out at frenchbutterdish.com. What do you do with those? Well, some of you may be familiar. It's basically a way of keeping butter nice and soft for spreading without putting it in the fridge. So you add water in this, fresh water, and then you pat your butter in this part right here. And then, so your butter is in there, and then you pull it like this. And you leave it on your counter like that. Your butter stays in the water. You have to change the water every 2 days or so, but you got to make sure it's fresh water. Like the water from the fridge is perfect because it's a little bit colder than tap water. Plus it's cleaner, it's filtered. So it has the top like this, looks like a mushroom basically, and that's what it is. Just put the butter in there. It's not expensive at all. It's nice work on the inside. I don't know if you can see the swirl. Signed at the bottom. He's a real potter. He makes those. frenchbutterdish.com. You can check him out. And this one obviously is brand new. I don't know why they didn't use it, but I came from that one lady who had a lot of pottery and is now slowly running out of pottery to sell at the garage sales because I buy them all. So it's a French butter dish. When I come back, 1950s. This is awesome. I have a whole set, but I'm going to sell different parts. Today I'm doing the pitcher and 4 glasses. This is by Gilly Glass, and it's from the 1950s. This is a pitcher. Look at the handle, right? It's from the 50s. This is a chillet. That's what they called it, a chillet pitcher. Do you see the stars on it with the etched stars? Okay, and it's the pitcher, and then I have 4 matching glasses to go with it. So it's for lemonade, sangria, orange juice, any type of juice, but mostly for lemonade. It's missing a part. It's missing the chrome top. May or may not be a big deal. I don't think it is. But it's beautiful hand-blown glass from the 50s, and it was called a chillet. So how did it work? Well, you pull this out, right? Then you take this part here out. You open it. Let me make sure I get it. Okay. There's a little line here that says water. You fill it up with water. You close it back up like this, and you put that in your freezer. And when you're ready to serve, you put that back in here, and you put this back inside like this. And what it does is that it keeps your juice chilled. How cool, all right? It's really cool. So again, let me show you the pattern. It has those etched starburst, atomic starburst stars all around it. Look at the handle. There's a space right here. Can you see the space? Glass handle, all hand blown by Gilly Glass, and they are from New York. And I have 4 glasses that are matching. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a whole set. They're so cool. So here are the stars. Hope you can see them on the glass. Super retro, very atomic, mid-century modern. So yes, it's missing the little top here. May or may not be a big deal. It depends. If you're a true collector, it is. If you're not and you want something really, really cool, 1950s atomic design for your home or for the holidays, you won't mind. Now, I have more glasses and they will come up at a later time because I can't do a ginormous box, okay? Not that I can't, it's just that it's going to be way too much. I have 4 of the cordial in the matching atomic starburst, and I have 4 of the champagne. So that's coming up later on. In the meantime, Chill It by Gilly Glass, the picture and 4 glasses. This is really cool. I love it. I love the handle. It's actually quite nice. And then it's got a duck bill right here. You see that? And then you can pour from there. And it's small enough that if you are doing a sangria and you don't want all the fruits, the orange peel or anything to come out, it will obviously filter it. So it's perfect for that. And you can leave this all year long in your freezer if you want. You just got to make sure that you put water up to here. Give it enough room to expand when it chills. It's chrome and hand blown glass. Gilly Glass, Chill It from New York. I like this. Crystal. I have people who love crystal and collect crystal. This is Gorham. Look at this. Altea pattern. They made it from 1982 to 1988, I believe. So they didn't make it for very long. Look at this. It is absolutely stunning. You can do so many things with this. Obviously, you can use it to serve food, or you can use it for candy. But I think that for the holidays, if you were to put water in it and floating candles, it would look absolutely superb. This is a very nice piece, and it's very heavy. I can't tell you what the thickness is, but it's super thick and it's really heavy. It's a gorgeous piece of Gorham crystal. It's German lead crystal. And again, the pattern is Altea. Look at this. Ah, it's a beautiful piece, isn't it? God, it's got so much sparkle to it. It's beautiful. Love it. Okay, so Gorham Altea for the holidays. I put my fingerprints all over. I'm going to have to clean that out. Last item, which is a big deal. You know, I love pottery. And over the years, I guess, you know, sometimes people ask me, how do you know? How do you know you got a good piece? I think it comes with practice. It comes with having done it for so long, since 2019 and a little bit before, because I've always been interested in items, you know, in pretty things, let's say. And I guess you know, you touch a piece of pottery, and from the moment you touch it, you know you have something that is studio, that is master potter. These are the case, and the one I'm going to present that was in the thumbnail is definitely the case. This is a massive bowl. It's 15-inch, so I'm going to double box it. It's going to be a very big box. It's this bowl right here. I saw this, and it's not just the glaze that attracted me. It's the way it's made. And it's a serving bowl. Look at this thing. You can use it as a centerpiece, no doubt. It's that pretty. Matter of fact, I would go as far as standing it to display it. It is that beautiful. The color doesn't have a name, but we're going to call it Aurea Borealis because that's really what the colors are. Look at this. It's got a little bit of a swirl in the middle right here. And then it's got like those dots here. You see that are burnished. So it's a different type of glaze. Basically what he did was put the glaze and then before he fired it, he threw, I think it's a metal, you know, like specks of metal in it, just like that, random. And then he fires it, and those will not take on the glaze, and instead they would fire as a metal, almost like a gunpowder metal. Look at the glaze. I'm hoping I am in focus. So we have a drip of pomegranate color. There's a light green, there's a teal, a dark green. Look at all the work in this. And then when you look under, he didn't stop there. You see the drip right here? He's got an edge that's brown, and then more of that drip in different green colors all along. This bowl is absolutely, or serving dish is absolutely phenomenal. It is one of the prettiest pieces of pottery I've had in the shop, bar none. This is amazing. So who is it? It was hard to figure it out, okay? We had a signature here by hand. I had to go online. I went on my groups. We were kind of like, that could be this, that could be that. And then finally, bingo, we found it. We finally found it. Studio potter who was trained in Rhode Island. He uses Chinese techniques of pottery and glaze, but gives them a modern look. He's now in Pennsylvania, and his name is Jason Silverman. This is a Jason Silverman serving dish or bowl. He's a big deal. Now, I have seen, he doesn't make this particular pattern anymore. That was probably early 2000, okay? I have seen this bowl selling in somebody else's shop for $220. Nowhere near that in my shop. You know how I am. We're not going to go through that spiel again. But he's a big deal. Now, if you go on his website, he's currently only selling mugs. He doesn't have any large pieces. Jason Silverman. This is, again, the most beautiful piece of pottery I've ever found. And I'm going to sell it. It's not my colors. The colors are beautiful, but they're not the colors that go into my house now. I have a confession to make. Years ago, I sold 2 mugs that had those colors. If I find the picture, I'll put it right here. To this day, I regret selling them. Can you believe it? I regret selling those 2 mugs. I thought they were just beautiful, but at the time I just needed to move things and sell things, so I sold them. And when I saw this, it reminded me immediately of those mugs. I was like, oh, look at this glaze. Isn't it beautiful? So this is going to be double boxed, meaning that I'm going to wrap it, box it, and put the box in another box. So it's going to be a big box, okay? Just saying. But if you want a piece of Jason Silverman pottery as a centerpiece, serve salad, use it as a fruit bowl on your counter or kitchen island. Or again, like I said, because that's what I would do, is find the bowl display stand. I would just display this and put a light on it. It is everything you want out of studio pottery. The technique, the shape, the finishing, the glaze, the colors, the evenness of it, and then you can still see how he put it on the wheel and turned it on the wheel, because you have this, and he does it on purpose. Everything you want about pottery is in this piece. It is out of this world. I love this. Love, love, love. Please look at the pictures. You're gonna fall in love with this. So that's my last item. What would I keep? Well, not the snowman, obviously. I would definitely keep this. And I would definitely keep the chillet, because that's cool. And my mom has one similar, doesn't have the stars on it, but it's the same system where you chill that cylinder ahead of serving your juice or whatever. And she uses hers for what we call orangeade, which is basically watered down orange juice. It's, if you have a buffet for the holidays, for instance, wouldn't it be great? Put that on the table. And the glasses that come with it. Really like this, but this, if Jason Silverman was doing different colors in the bowl, if there was more like green and yellows, I would probably keep it, but I want you to have this one. And again, I've said it very often, I really want people to have beautiful pieces in their home, and so this is not going to be $200, okay? It's not. And that would be it. So these items will be in the shop tomorrow at 5 p.m. That's Friday the 25th. Comment down below, tell me which one is your favorite, which one you would like to have, and that would be it. Again, thank you for all of your support purchasing from my shop. I have to tell you, when I go and source items, whether it's the Goodwill or it's my shop over there or garage sale, wherever I source, because there's so many different places I go to, estate sales once in a while. They're not very, we don't have a lot in my area. We do, but it's really, and the ones I've seen lately are kind of disappointing. But anyway, I think about you. I'm always thinking about, oh, somebody's gonna love this, somebody's gonna want this, or I'm always looking for items that I know have been popular in the shop. An example would be the egg coddlers. If I see an egg coddler, trust me, I'm picking it up, okay? Same thing with anything cats. If I see something cat that's nice, I pick it up. So I've always have you in mind when I do the shopping. I'm not gonna lie, I have me in mind too. I tend to pick things that I like, but I also think that you're going to like. So I think about you when I shop, and it's my way of saying thank you and showing gratefulness. You have made this year, since I rebooted the shop, one of the most productive, one of the most rewarding and fulfilling years in a long time, because I really focused on my shop and you made it successful. So I thank you, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.